Hi, welcome to our information literacy lecture on precision and recall. An age-old problem in searching for information is either getting way too much materials or almost nothing. In today's information environment, this problem is only made worse as search engines such as Google can return tens of thousands of hits or still nothing at all. The goal of this information literacy lecture is to help you develop the search strategies for controlling this sort of informational feast or famine problem. Our start point is to frame the problem in terms of two concepts, precision and recall. In a nutshell, precision is the specificity of the information need, whereas recall is the amount of materials returned. These two concepts are related, and understanding this relationship is key to developing the strategies required to efficiently locate information. The key takeaway from this lecture is that precision is inversely related to recall. To understand this relationship, imagine some sort of information source or an information domain. This could be a library, a database, internet, your friends, whatever. In this graphic, all our information is held within the space enclosed by the large beige oval. Within this information domain, there's some information that's highly relevant to your information needs, which is represented by the blue oval, and even more that's only somewhat relevant to your information needs in the red oval, and even more that's not relevant at all. While you may first leap to the idea that all your information needs are enclosed within the blue highly relevant materials, you stop and think about it. There are many times when you may also need low relevance materials within the red oval. Why? Well, sometimes it's necessary research, and you just need to get a sense of what's out there. Like if you've never had ice cream, you might want to taste all 32 flavors. Conversely, if you're an ice cream connoisseur, you're probably just looking for Tiger Tail. The same thing happens with research. If you're new to a topical area, you're going to want to get a broad sense of the possible questions of interest. Think of it as browsing. Conversely, if you're in the final legs of your research, you're likely at the point of just give me the 6 articles and let's get this over with. So the first strategy in resolving our information feast or famine problem is deciding whether you have a high precision information need or whether you have a broad or low precision information need. Once you've answered this question, then you can bring to bear our model of precision is inversely related to recall. Let's say we're taking a course in modern Eastern European history. As you start to think about your research question, you think you're interested in Russia's relationship with its former Soviet bloc countries. To get a sense of the possible topics, you decide to browse an information domain, say Google Scholar or a search and library database. In terms of our information literacy search strategy, you have a low precision information need. Given the inverse relationship between precision and recall, we hypothesize that because we have a low precision need, we will recall a high amount of material, which is just fine because we're simply browsing through the topical area anyway. So if you go into Google Scholar and you Google Russia and Soviet bloc, you're likely to recall tons of information, which is perfect for getting a sense of what scholars are talking about and how they talk about it. Another way to think about the inverse relation between precision and recall is that searching Russia and Soviet bloc will recall less simply than searching Russia, Russia being lower precision than Russia and Soviet bloc. So, like all good models, the opposite also holds true, which is that higher precision searches should result in lower recall. Having recalled and browsed through the vast stores of information on Russia and the Soviet bloc countries, you decide you're interested in Russia's relationship with Ukraine. More specifically, you decide your research question will look at what was Russia's role in the 2014 Kiev riots. As an information literate student, you now shift your search strategies from broad or low precision information needs to a high precision information need. Returning to our model, we hypothesize that our recall of materials from the search, Russia's role in 2014 Kiev riots, relative to our search for simply Russia and the Soviet bloc, will be lower. So the higher the precision, the specificity of your information need, the lower the recall, the amount of materials returned. In other words, we're looking for the perfect 6 articles at this level of precision. To recap, the ratio of precision to recall is dictated by our information needs. If you're just exploring your research topic, then likely you want a low precision, which will result in a high level of recall. Conversely, if you have a clear idea of your research question, then you'll want to use a high precision search, which will result in a low recall of materials. If your research question hypothesizes that Russia's desire to build a natural gas pipeline to the Ukraine was significant in the 2014 Kiev riots, then your information needs have even relatively higher level of precision, which will recall a relatively lower amount of materials in comparison to simply searching Russia. The takeaway from our lecture on precision and recall is that strategic searching starts with determining the level of precision of your information need. Once you determine whether you have a low or high precision need, then apply our model, which says that precision is inversely related to recall. Higher precision leads to lower recall. Lower precision leads to higher recall. So going back to our information feast or famine problem. If you are returning a feasible amount of way too much material, then you have a recall problem. To conceptually resolve this problem, you now know that increasing the precision of your search will decrease the level of recall. In other words, if your search for Russia and Soviet bloc countries is returning way too much materials, you can decrease this overwhelming recall of information by increasing precision, i.e., you search Russia's role in the 2014 Kiev riots. Similarly, if you're not retrieving enough information, a low recall problem, decreasing your precision will increase recall. For example, if your initial search, the influence of Russia's desire to build a natural gas pipeline through Ukraine on the 2014 Kiev riots, puts you into an information famine, then decreasing the precision to Russia's role in the 2014 Kiev riots should solve your recall problem. So, now that we conceptually understand how to strategically search for information using the inverse relationship between precision and recall, our next lecture will look at the search language or syntax of Boolean operators, which will allow us to strategically increase or decrease our search precision in order to recall just the right amount of materials.